Hello YouTube, this is your host Dungeon Master 201. How are you guys doing today? Alright, so I was thinking rental Pokemon. Are they really as bad as people really make them out to be? Do they really have no IVs, DVs, EVs, or whatever it is they claim they lack? I wonder, so I decided to make this video to try and answer some of that. So I'm going to go ahead and go to these rentals here. And to help me figure out some of these DVs, EVs, or whatever the hell it is for Gen 2, I'm going to be using Pokemon Online to help me out here. So let's just go ahead and pick one of these at random. So we'll just go with... we'll have a look at Charizard. So it has 16-4. So let me go ahead and grab Charizard here. And make sure I have this thing on Stadium 2. Check. Alright, so as we can see, it has, what was it, 309 in HP. So let's go ahead and push that down. 309. Okay, and this is going on the presumption they have max stats here. Or max DVs here. So, it has 216 in attack. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? Alright, there. Okay, so it has about 52 so far, and 266 in, no, 204 in defense. Special is at 266. And that'll come down appropriately, and speed is at 246. So these things have about... So this Charizard has about 300 in IVs here. Yeah, that's about... Yeah, that's right. So it does have some stats here. So let me go ahead and back over here and deny him. Let me try a different Pokemon. Let's try this Pidgey. So let me go back over here, and it has a what on HP? 268. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to Pidgey. So it has 268 on HP. Okay. 273 in attack. Come on, there. 265 in defense. 253 there, and about 195 here. Let's make sure that this is a male Pidgey we're playing with. Okay, so because in Generation 2 and 1, female Pokemon are weaker physically than their male counterparts. So as you can see, even though they're two different Pokemon here, there's like a huge difference in stat points here from their counterpart, from their evolved counterpart. But you know, let me just confirm that. Let me go to Pidgeot here. Pull that up. He's at 325 HP, so let me go ahead and change it to Pidgeot. Alright, 325. Okay, 216. 206. 194. I'm on there. And 236. And again, let's have a look at the gender. Alright, we're playing with a female on here, so we need to lower the attack to There, we're gonna leave it at max. So that means we need to add more here to 206. And okay, HP is still where it's at, and everything else. So it has about 496 for Pidgeot here. Now let's try a different one. Let's pick everyone's favorite, Kadabra. Let's confirm its gender. It is male and 269 HP. So let me go ahead and make this change to Pokies here. Let's see there. Now it had, what was that again? 269. Correct. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and push this down to 269. 156. So that would be about there. 146. 324. And 294. So it has about this Alakazam here has about 472 stat points. Now let's go to a Pokemon. Let's try a Pokemon that doesn't evolve. Let's try this Onix since. No wait, Onix does evolve. Excuse me. Tangela, he doesn't evolve yet. So let me go ahead and make that change. Tangela, it is a, what was the gender of that? Female and 297. Damn it. I thought I had that changed. Tangela. There. Change. Alright. What was it, 296? 297, of course. I want to make sure I got these stats right. So that is, so you can see that is a Tangela. So you don't call me insane. So we're going to go ahead and push this until it is a female. 174, 292. What was that? Okay. Oh, okay. 262 and 184. Not bad. It has about 728 points in there. Now, let's go and pick a legendary. We'll go with Zapdos. Have a look at his stats. So he's at 320. Let me change that. Zapdos, there he is. As you can see, change. So he is at, let's go ahead and push this to, 215. Oh, wow. This isn't looking good for Zapdos. 205. 28. Oh, wow. So it looks like the legendary Pokemon are at 0 with the max DVs here. But let's confirm that real quick. Let's try, I don't know, Suicune. So it's at 343. Where is there? Okay, change. 343. Correct. Okay. So this is looking a little promising for Suicune. Let's see, 188. 218. Excuse me, 268. I sometimes look at these are weird. Special defense is at 218 and 208. So it looks like these legendaries are either at the bottom like Zapdos was, or have less than, well, it looks like they all have less than 100 stat points here. So there's one last thing I want to look over before I end this look over rentals. In round 2, for the Prime Cup, you are given the option of using Celebi or Mew. Celebi, Mew, or both. Where is he? But there's something you'll notice here. It has 310 hit points and all of the stats are at 205. Huh. Now I know the Mew in the actual one, Mew and Celebi used by the opponents, are nowhere near as pathetic as this. And yes, I'm using the words pathetic. So let me go ahead and pull up Mew here. And you're about to see why I call these two the pathetic abominations that Nintendo made them out to be. And this is the Mew's max potential here. 403, 298, 298, and 298 across the board. Now, this rental had 310, right? So let's go ahead. Oh, wow. It's at max DVs it has 340, but we're going to need to lower that. But in order to lower the HP anymore, we are going to need to, let's lower the rest of these first. Zero. So let's go ahead and start lowering stats here. Oh, we got the HP, the attack where it's at. Now let's start lowering defense. Alright, we got the defense where you almost have the HP where it's supposed to be at. Uh-oh. Yeah, the Mew and Celebi have nothing. They are the bare bones minimum stat-wise. There's nothing to them. They have nothing to go on. Zero, zilch, nothing. That's the same way with Celebi here. So yeah, go ahead and pick that Mew. It's like, hey, Nintendo saying, hey, here's 2 Pokemon that you normally can't get without cheating, especially these days. Here, you want to use them? Here you go. And it's like, worse than that. Now, let's look at some of the baby Pokemon real quick, like Magby. This baby Pokemon right here has 3 stats that are higher than Celebi and the Mew. Elekid has at least 1 stat that outbeats the Celebi and Mew. Smoochum, wow, all 3 of the stats outbeat him. And we're gonna go look at one last Pokemon before I end this episode. Where is he? Magikarp. It's a male. Where is he? I hate using that. Gyarados. There. Change. So what is it at? 234? 109? 199? 123? And 251. Wow. Magikarp has the highest stat points out of all the rentals that I actually looked at. That is why Magikarp is the most deadliest Pokemon ever. So, I hope this was nice. Wait, Magikarp can learn Reversal? What? Well, anyway, if you liked, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you're not already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Go ahead and leave a comment. And I will see you guys for the Prime Cup.